talk of pressure coming from Vladimir Putin, who's seeking another 6-year term, as if he has any risk of not getting that, to pressure other countries not to participate, and fears just in general and concerns we have in general about being there in the middle of all of this. What do you think?
Well, I think our intel guys are all over this thing. I think our government has made the prudent decision to wait and see, because we do have a dynamic developing situation dealing with Kim Jong-un. And
would you feel safe bringing our athletes there right now as things stand?
Yes. I have to see what it looks like at the time of execution. And look, I'm dealing with open sources. I don't have access, nor do I ever bother these guys about that stuff, you know. So they've got the information. I'm convinced our government will make the best decision, what's best for America and for our athletes at the time it needs to be made. That's where we're heading.
Jerusalem, the president, who wants to recognize that formally as the capital of Israel, wants to move our embassy there. Apparently it would take years to do that. But already it's causing hackles throughout the Middle East, even among our so-called allies, West Germany and France and others. What do you think?
Well, he could have kicked the can down the road just like all his other predecessors did since 1995. We don't have anything to show for that. I mean, nothing. So I think it's okay in my book to stop the pretense, and that's what he's done. He's recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Everybody knows it is.
I know the Democrat and Republican president have all advocated that.
And didn't we get the typical behavior at it? The head of the Palestinian Authority, Abbas, what does he say? As a responsible leader, let's have 3 days of rage. What's the implication of that? That's violence? This is what we're dealing with. You wonder why we don't have a peace accord? Hamas is a political entity as well as a terrorist organization. They are a major impediment because, one, they will not recognize Israel. Two, they want to destroy the state of Israel, and they say it multiple times a year. Those are the impediments to having a peace accord. So I don't see how not recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel is actually been an impediment.
General, very good seeing you. Thank you very, very much. General Jack Keane, we're keeping an eye on this, also keeping an eye on the FBI facing new charges of political bias. And the director today defending himself from rather harsh words about the FBI from no less than the President of the United States after this.
One of our investors was in his late 50s, right in the heart of the financial crisis, saw his portfolio drop by double digits. It really scared him out of the markets. His advisor ran the numbers and showed that he wouldn't be able to retire until he was 68. The client realized, I need to get back into the markets. I need to get back on track with my plan. The financial advisor was able to work with this client. He's now on track to retire when he's 65. Having someone coach you through it is really the value of a financial advisor.
I used to have more hair. I used to have more color. And I used to have cancer. I beat it. I did. Not alone. I used to have no idea what the American Cancer Society did. Research, yeah, but also free rides to chemo and free lodging in their hospitals. I used to maybe give a little, then I got so much back. I used to have cancer.
Please give at cancer.org.
You love the outdoors, but nothing spoils a cold weather adventure faster than cold, sweaty feet. You wear insulated boots and thick socks, but no matter how you try, you can't keep your feet warm and dry. Stop cold, sweaty feet with 35 Below, the amazing socks developed from aerospace fabric technology to keep feet warm and dry in the coldest and most extreme conditions. 35 Below socks are made with super soft aluminized threads woven into a breathable nylon knit fabric that reflects back your body heat, minimizing perspiration and moisture so your feet stay cozy warm, dry, and incredibly comfortable. It's advanced sock science for your feet. After just 15 minutes of working in insulated boots, the heavy sock is already moist, but the 35 Below sock stays dry. Ordinary cold weather socks are bulky and itchy, but 35 Below socks are thin, sheer, and lightweight to wear by themselves or under your regular socks for a comfortable fit indoors or out. In winter boots, hiking boots, dress boots and shoes, running shoes, any shoes. 35 Below socks are ideal for all outdoor enthusiasts like hockey players, skiers, hikers, and cold weather bikers. If you're out in the cold to work, for a walk or a run, or just to enjoy your active outdoor lifestyle without cold, wet feet, 35 Below socks will keep your spirits high and your feet warm and dry. And they're machine washable and dryer safe, so there's no special cleaning required. Bulky electric socks cost up to $50 or more and make your feet sweat. But 35 Below socks with similar aerospace fabric technology are just $19.99 for 2 pairs. If that's not enough, we'll even include a 3rd pair and free shipping on your entire order. Ask about our cozy self-forming 35 Below fleece cap and knit gloves designed from aerospace fabric technology. You get 3 pairs of 35 Below socks for only $19.99, and shipping and handling is absolutely free. And 35 Below socks are also available in white. Here's how to order.
To order 35 Below, the socks developed from aerospace technology, visit 35below.com or call 1-800-581-9186.
FBI Director Christopher Wray before the House Judiciary Committee today after FBI agent was removed from the Russia probe for sending a lot of anti-Trump text, and then there was other allegations. The FBI isn't always straight down the middle, the president all but saying it's kind of in tatters to Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge. Actually, that's exactly what he said. Hi, Catherine.
That is, Neil. FBI Director Christopher Wray pushed back in sort of a gentle way during the 5-hour hearing today. He reminded lawmakers that there are thousands of really honest agents and analysts who work with a lot of integrity to protect America every day. But as you listen to the hearing unfold, you could see the line of questioning really divided along political lines.
It is absolutely unacceptable for FBI employees to permit their own political predilections to contaminate any investigation. Even the appearance of impropriety will devastate the FBI's reputation. I predict that these attacks on the FBI will grow louder and more brazen as the special counsel does his work and the walls close in around the president and evidence of his obstruction and other misdeeds becomes more apparent.
Many of the Republicans asked questions about this FBI agent, Peter Strzok. He was removed from the Russia probe over the summer after these anti-Trump texts were discovered after he'd had an affair with an FBI lawyer who was also on the Russia probe and ultimately removed by Robert Mueller. What Wray said is that he's waiting for the Inspector General's report on a number of issues before he takes any further action. The Democrats, rather, had a very different approach to today's hearing. They wanted to know more about Wray's relationship with the president, whether Mr. Trump had ever asked him to go outside the chain of command. He said no. And they also wanted information on whether he'd been asked for a loyalty pledge. Remember, this is what Director Comey said he was subjected to with the president.
Has President Trump ever asked you for loyalty?
I have never been asked by the president to take any kind of loyalty oath. My loyalty is to the Constitution.
And at one point in the hearing, a senior Democrat on the committee seemed visibly frustrated with his Republican colleagues because they were really just hitting 1 or 2 different topics, all related to bias or the Clinton email investigation, and they weren't really expanding the public's understanding of the Russia probe.
We have sat here for almost 2 hours and have heard nary a word from my Republican colleagues about Russian interference in our election.
Just for some context, typically in an oversight hearing such as this, we would get a lot of information on terrorism cases, cybersecurity, and the like. We did get some information today. Director Wray confirmed that there are over 1,000 active ISIS cases right now in the United States, in all 50 states. But in the big picture of things, this was probably 5 minutes out of the 5-hour hearing, Neil.
Catherine Herridge, thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
All right, we are hearing right now that the House is going ahead and taking up that continuing resolution to fund the government for what looks like an additional couple of weeks. They're not really going to be able to make much progress beyond that. Assuming that passes, and it's expected to pass in the House, the Senate presumably would take up the same measure. We're told later tonight they'll have a way to keep the government lights on. After that, anyone's guess. Stay with us.
This is electricity. This is a power plant. This is Tim Barkholz.
That's me.
This is something he's researching at ExxonMobil, using fuel cells to